I'm so annoyed, y'all. This happened to me again. Okay. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 6, episode 23. I am so sorry that I have to record this again. Like, I am not happy right now. Anyway, Kiki wants Marcel to take a lie detector test. Um, no, ma'am. You are trying to be involved in somebody else's marriage. He's not going to take a lie detector test. I don't care if he slept with one of a person who's connected to you. You either have that person come out of the woodworks and try to ask him for a paternity test, I mean, um, a lie detector test, or you have his wife ask for one. This is the problem with Marcel, is that nobody wants to come out of the woodworks and call him out. You have all these people who want to spread rumors, and cousins that he is not having sex with has no bearing in their relationships. Kiki needs to find some business of her own. Mel does the drug test. She has no drugs, and Kiki has no drugs in her system. I did enjoy the husband with the hand sanitizer. I thought that was funny. Mel does slip in at the end that Tiffany was saying some stuff about their son going to transition to a different school and how that's going to work, and making it alludes to it being kind of shady. I didn't think it was necessary for Mel to have this say this, but okay. Marcel and Tisha are talking about the vacation. They're, of course, talking about the barbecue. I'm not going to relitigate the barbecue. Marcel tells Tisha that she needs to be more accountable. I thought that was some bull. Um, and he gives an example about how defensive she was about the organization of the expo. The problem I have with that is Tisha explaining about the expo inaccurately. Run that footage, you lying. And and then he brings up the fact that our discussion at the moment is an example of you not being accountable. I hate that Marcel is right. Mel is talking about her name change ceremony. It seems like it's over the top. I thought it was going to be like a party, but okay. And then this is the thing that I hate about the name change conversation. I was looking at this stuff online, and a lot of people were like, who cares? It's not that big of a deal. It shouldn't take this long. Why she wait this long? She didn't wait. In the state of California, you can do a name change. I can't, you can only do a name change if first you have to be legally separated, and you can't do a name change then. You have to be legally divorced. You can ask in the process of the divorce to do a name change. And usually it's easier if you were hyphenated and you just want to drop the hyphen. Most times that does not happen before the divorce happens. And then once the divorce is finalized, then you absolutely, in the process of your divorce, you can change your name then. You can do it during the divorce decree, or you can do it after the fact. In the state of Alabama, it looks like you have to take it a step further. They got divorced 2 years ago, but it gets dragged out longer because this man kept her in litigation about the children. And you can't have pending litigation against each other about custody when you want to do a name change. Like, all that has to wrap up. So she had to wait. In California, that's not the case. You don't have to do custody issues. It's just until when the divorce is finalized, you can change your name. In the state of Alabama, once the divorce is finalized, And if you still have pending litigation with this man, which includes custody arrangements, then you can't change your name. And so she had to wait until that custody was done. And I'm sure he's going to drag her back into court over custody. I'm sure this is going to happen. But in the meantime, her name's changed. So people keep saying she didn't have to wait that long. Clearly, no, nothing. And it was so annoying to read online. And I was just getting so furious. So me and Kiki are talking, and of course, they're talking about the barbecue. And then Kiki's like, I thought I was going to have to go in on Tiffany because of what she said about your products. And I was like, ma'am, what does this have? What does Tiffany's comments about Stormy's products have to do with you? Nothing. But anyway, Mel and Tisha and Kimmy go work out. Kimmy still has struggling with being out of breath and trying to breathe better. Tisha is very guarded. She absolutely is. She gets upset when Mel's trying to talk to her about what was going on with Kiki and trying to communicate with that. And I don't think that what Mel was saying was a problem. It's just that Tisha doesn't want to talk about it. But the thing about this show is that this show is about love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell your brother. You can't be on a reality show and not talk that's titled Love and Marriage and not actually talk about your marriage. It doesn't work that way. Martell and Nell have a conversation. He's bringing over his wine. And this guy gets upset because Nell is telling him, I'm going to this name change party. He's upset that the name is going to change. Now, Martell, you married her when she's right out of college. Y'all both right out of college. You're building a name together. It was your anticipation that you can crap all over her and she was still going to stay with you, or at least stay with the name. So you're with other chicks. Isn't your side chick, your coleslaw, whatever, your main chick now, your baby mama, you were all on Instagram with her. How does she feel? She's watching on national television, you acting a plumb fool that your ex-wife is changing her name. Why should you care? He feels that none of his friends should attend the party. Sir, they're grown. He keeps claiming that she had an affair. So you want us to believe that she had an affair on you. That's what you want us to believe. And that's why you went out here and made a whole nother baby. That's what you want us to believe. Actually, you made two babies with this chick. The first one she aborted. That's what you want us to believe. The problem with you, number one, he said I hadn't cheated on her in 3 to 4 years. Sir, you had a baby. Like, I get really freaking annoyed with him because he's acting as if the baby is not an issue. Would you like it if she cheated on you and was pregnant and had a whole baby? You sit at the house, baby come out, it ain't yours. And you probably would know it ain't yours because we hadn't been together because you over it at so-and-so's house. Like, how would you feel? You were cheating on her during the pandemic. Do you know that the pandemic was in 2020? Like, I'm gonna need you to do some math. You guys were together during the pandemic 2020. You hear me? That is 3 years ago. You have cheated on her in the 3 years. You cheated on her during the pandemic, sir. You had a fresh baby at the house in 2020. And you got that other chick pregnant in 2020. 2019, actually. 2019, 20. You were cheating on her. That is 3 years ago. Like, you act like we can't do math. Um, we're talking about he doesn't have to accept her name change. So aggravating. And holding her accountable and how women need to hold each other accountable. Negro, get off my line. Bye.